first speaking gigs in the city. So can we give a round of applause? Priya is a high-end digital marketing and marketing communications expert. Now, Priya is very nice, but she's very soft-spoken. So who here is quite soft-spoken and quite quiet? Well, imagine you were speaking... No, you're not going to line. Now, Priya is going to be putting her speaking skills to the test tonight, and she's going to be wowing us, aren't you, Priya?
I'll try my level best.
Now, everyone, can you hear her? Now, can we hear her at the back? Please feel free out. Priya, 10 minutes of power. Everyone, can we give the loudest round of applause to awesome Priya? Love you, work.
I'll try not to yell and still I can speak louder. Okay, so just now Edward mentioned that get rid of all losers in your life. How many of you followed in last couple of months he's talking about this. Who was here last time? Woo! Before that? And how many of followed up? Why?
Because I don't want those losers in my life. So it's quite easy to block them to leave.
Why did you listen, Edward?
Oh, okay. Fantastic question. Because he's credible, he knows what he's talking about, and he's getting results. And I want to mirror those results.
And that's happened because of effective communication, right? He's very effective, the way he communicates his message, the way he wants to pass on all his thought is so effective, it is stick to our head, right? And we keep thinking and we try to implement it, right? And that's what happens when you try to communicate one way or another, right? Whether you are talking here or you are trying to push your messages through the digital media or through any other channels. So we are going to talk about today importance of marketing, communication and marketing. It's a very hot topic these days in marketing industry. Markham, right? We call it short term Markham. Markham is a most of the people are trying to communicate different ways and trying to pass on a lot of messages through different channels with your social media, website, direct mail, print media, television, radio, name it, right? But how many of them are getting results? Very few.
You would probably know.
Sorry?
I don't know, but you would probably know, right?
Yes.
You need to tell me special.
Yeah. How many of them are getting results? Not many.
Ones with effective communication. The
Sorry.
ones with effective
The
communication.
ones with the effective communication, and the communication is actually very clear and very focused on what you want to pass one at a time, right? A lot of businesses I have noticed they have a lot of products and they are trying to market together all those products. And the problem with that it's not pointed communication. So if you see a lot of messages I'm trying to read, they are trying to write a lot of story because everybody is talking about storytelling these days, right? Storytelling is a powerful way, but how many story you are trying to communicate and how many messages you are trying to pass through one message, one story, one paragraph, right? And that's why people are not getting enough result, right? Every day I talk to my clients or meet new prospects and they say, oh, I tried this one, didn't work out. I want to try that one, right? But what I'm trying to explain every time I meet to those people, I say, everything will work only if you have a proper strategy. And if you put your, I don't know how, if any of you guys have noticed, olden days we used to create a customer persona, right? So if I want to market one product, I need to do what kind of a customer is I'm targeting, right? So suppose one of my customer is I'm going and training and consulting people, right? So I would like to narrow down my persona to that kind of a targeted customer, right? Persona means who is your target customer, what is your demographic, what kind of a characteristics that particular customer should hold, right? And that's works from persona, and then build from there your communication and your strategy, and one message at a time, right? That's effective. If you try to merge so many communication at one place, it's hard, right? And one small point, A/B testing these days is quite hot. Everybody knows A/B testing means we are actually trying to pass one particular message, and we decided which customer, what is my target customer, and we create different kind of campaign for same kind of a target market. We try to find out which one is working and which one is more effective. When we know that this one is more effective, we focus on that one and we eliminate the others, right? And that's it's a kind of a different marketing. It's a part of marketing strategy again. Right? And once you know this one is working and this is what I should be focusing on, you work more on it. You try to improve on those things. Okay?
Just on that one, just supporting the whole abundance thinking and what Priya's saying, spot on. As you test certain stuff, some of your marketing will work and some of it will bomb. What works tells you what to focus on. Ain't that right, Priya?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
So unless you test the market, it's very hard to find out where you need to focus. But to find out, you need to create multiple campaign for the same message. Right? Yeah. Okay. So
Priya, question
When
over
you-
here from that good-looking guy.
yes.
Yes, sorry. So identifying your market is important, and one of the best ways to do that, and something that isn't done very often by companies, is to survey.
Right.
To actually survey and find out what's needed and wanted, and then supply. One of the things I've found with those list of things that you've got up there is that there's no golden bullet. There's no one thing that is like answer to everything.
No.
It's a combination of things, and you sort out very quickly which are the ones you do. But the key is outflow equals inflow.
Yes.
If there's no sales coming through the door, guess what? Your outflow isn't big enough.
Yes.
So
And that's why multi-touch, multi-channel is an important part of your marketing
Totally.
strategy as well.
Yeah.
If you think most of the people, small businesses, especially sole traders, I have noticed they try to do one thing, say SEO or social media promotion or print media advertisement, and they think it's not working. It won't work unless the message is across different channels and strategically put things together.
totally.
Right? And once you put strategically things together, you get to know, okay, this thing worked for me, and not every time you will get the sales from every channel, but it will create your brand awareness for sure.
There's just one little thing to add to that. One of the craziest things is, I remember when I was doing a lot of promo for my company, I will promo in a particular area, but the sales will come from left field. So, and that's fine.
Yes.
Outflow.
Yes. Yes. And it happens because your marketing created that brand awareness, and then people think from the other area that I know this one, and when they hear about you from other channel, they know you. That's in their head already. You don't have to keep explaining everywhere because you have been explaining here, and the fourth thing worked. But this has also contributed to get this sale.
Yeah.
3 times.
Keeping it front of mind, keeping yourself front of mind to that customer
Yeah.
on multiple channels.
Yeah, and olden days it used to be 7 to 8 times, and now it's 15 to 16 times you have to touch one.
16 times.
Touch point. And the marketing result is 0.26% of whatever marketing you are doing. There's so many noise. You need to whisper somewhere, but how? We need to find out that strategy. Okay? And these days, it's very important that you educate your customer. Unless you educate your customer, it's very hard to convert them. Because educating means giving, which AdWord is doing, is educating.
Abundance, right?
Abundance. Yeah, educating people. The more we educate, the better trust we will get. And the trust converts in loyalty, and loyalty they become your advocate. As he mentioned, we need advocates. We need more advocates to get referral than any other channel, right? competitive advantage. How many of you know that?
I know.
What's it?
That's your leverage against your rival. Any kind of competitive advantage, they are very.
Yeah, use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your competitors are using different strategy every day. You need to do your market research. You need to know what your competitors are doing. That's why competitive analysis is very important asset of your marketing strategy. We do competitive analysis and we know what they are doing, how they are doing, and which one is working for your competitors. Sometimes you get to know these days so many data available in the market. Sometimes you don't need to do the survey. You will get a lot of data through that.
Can I just ask a question with
Yeah.
that? So, I run a home detailing company where we detail, and then you've got all different cleaners that clean. So, as far as I know, I don't have anyone else in my space. I've never checked what anyone else does in the first place. So, would that be something that I would be like? Would I still, even though we do totally different things, would I still look at?
Is it very, very different innovative idea in your industry?
It's massive. It's like wiping something up with a feather duster or detailing the monkeys out of something.
Right. So when it's a innovative criteria. So when you do the innovative criteria marketing, we need to understand what we need to be very clear where my target market is, who will buy me, why will they buy. You need to understand the customer psychology because it's an innovation, right? It's not something you are gonna use the market data because if it is a brand new innovation, then there is no market data. But in that case, you need to work on your customer psychology. We were just talking about NLP. It does work, right? Because you slowly start getting to know your customer psychology. I'll quickly move on to the next one. Am I supposed to be burning up? Okay. Building loyalty by being authentic. The more authentic you will be to your customer, the more clear to your customer, transparent to your customer, you'll get the loyalty. They will know you. I have met a lot of customers and I've been authentic, and when I explain them this is possible, this is not possible, and this is how I work, very clear, sometimes they think, not me, you're not for me. And then 6 months later they come back because they got very truthful answer, right? Very authentic, right? Being ourselves, not trying to make anything, right? That's very important. Attracting investment and new talent. You know that when you have a clear communication, it's most of the people when they grow, they need more talent, more investors, and your authenticity, your trust, your those kind of loyal advocates will bring you more talent because where do you want to work? You want to work at a place where you know that these people are good, right? They are authentic, they are known, they are trusted brand, right? So people want to work with those people. So it's effective communication is not just for your customer, for your people who are gonna work for you, the investors who are gonna invest on your business. You attract those people as well, not just your sales increase, right? So this is very important and part of your marketing communication. And of course, brand awareness and reputation. The better reputation, it is easier to sell. And marketing is a very crucial part of your sale, right? It should always be handshaking. Most of the bigger companies, marketing works in a different strategy and sales works differently. But small businesses, we have that connectivity together because most of the time marketing and sales are the same person in the small businesses, right? Yes, please.
Yeah, speaking of numbers, I wonder how would you measure brand awareness and reputation? Are there any interesting metrics or KPIs that you can follow?
Yeah, so what happens, I do a lot of data analysis. So when we do the data analysis, we get to know what we pick up the data from the market research, and we also see how the traffic is coming, what kind of a feedback we are getting, and survey. right? A lot of times people do the specific survey on particular product before they launch or after they launch, right? So those kind of things creates your brand awareness. And when you gather the data, you do the marketing and your data analysis, and your data, and when you do the data analysis, you can project it visually, and you get to know where you stand, right? And it comes with the time. It's not gonna happen sudden. Right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Any more questions?
One more question.
Thank you.
Wow, round of applause for